So close to glory.
He had 2 seasons, so I reckon he's got to be around 40 to 50 goals.
2 seasons, 40 to 50 goals.
Well,
I can't watch.
Welcome FPL managers and Premier League fanatics to the FPL Tens10n show. I'm Kieran, your host, and this is the quiz show where fantasy Premier League gurus and fantasy football nerds battle it out for bragging rights, aka FPL Nightmare, Gary, FPL Have a Beer, Adam from Above Average FPL, and FPL Fran, ready to take the pitch. But before we kick off, let's lay out the rules. Definitely go and check out his awesome episodes, 2 seasons worth for your viewing pleasure. In FPL Tensions, our contestants tackle a top 10 list challenge, all themed around Premier League and FPL. The goal? Name answers that make the list, with points based on their position. The lower you go on the list, the more points you score. But watch out, lurking outside the list are the tension answers, those traps that will leave you with -5 points. An incorrect answer, or one even further down the list, is still worth -3. Each question will allow contestants know how many tension answers there are. Now here's how it works. Let's say the question is, name the 10 Premier League teams in alphabetical order from the 2025-26 season. There are 3 tension answers. Name Arsenal, well, that's first on the list, so you'd get 1 point. If you pick Brighton, that's 5th on the list, so you get 5 points. And if you went for Fulham, that's 10th, so you would bag the full 10 points there. But here's the catch. If you'd said Leeds, Liverpool or Manchester City, they're outside the top 10. So they're a tension answer worth -5 points. From top goal scorers to FPL machines, it's all about picking the right spot on the list and avoiding those tension traps. The player with the most points at the end wins the glory. So, Andrew, Gary, Fran and Adam, are you ready to navigate the list and dodge the tension?
yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, we've got 6 questions today, and the way it's going to work is we'll go round the screen, each of you take an answer. So I'll give time to the first person to take a bit of time to think of their answer, probably about 45 seconds or so. And then everyone after that will get, 15, 20 seconds to give theirs in the event their answer has already been given. The way you appear on my screen is actually Adam, Andrew, Gary, and Fran. So, Adam, you're going to be up first. If you could pick a question for us between 1 and 6 to kick it off. There are a couple of double point questions in here that I've already assigned, so I'll let you know if it's worth double points for the round.
Well, let's start with lucky number 1.
This is one to test the memory off the bat. One where I think a few of you might have tried to do a bit of research and maybe this came up. Well, look, this is the most bonus points last season. So,
Okay, so I'm basically looking for the 10th highest, really, if I want maximum points. And I can't really say anything out loud because I'm just giving stuff away to other people. So what I'll do is I'll go with. I'm stuck between 2. I might go with the safe one. I'm gonna start with Chris Wood.
Nice answer.
That was going to be mine.
It should be a
I'll
solid
tell you
3
who I was
points.
thinking well afterwards as well.
but cool, that has been marked down. Andrew, over to yourself.
I will go with Jared Bowen. Feel like he's a
Okay.
solid mid-table answer to get me going.
Gary, over to yourself.
Well, as Adam's nicked my first answer, I'm going to go for Saka. And I'm going to go Saka because I think because he was injured quite a bit last year, maybe that will bring him down, towards the lower end of the top. Well, that's what I hope.
And finally, Fran, look, you're last to go. You can take us through the top 10 list if you want.
He had a pretty poor season, but I'm gonna go with Bruno Fernandes.
Let's take a look.
Ooh, this is the moment of truth.
So first was, of course, Mohamed Salah. I think we all probably knew that. And look, before we go through this, are any other names that people wanted to throw out there as were in their thinking?
I feel Isak probably would have been in there.
I mean, lots of the strikers would have been right. So it would have been
Yeah.
anybody that scored lots of goals. So Isak would have been
Yeah,
up there. That's why I
Isak,
kind of went
yeah.
Chris Wood.
Second on the list is Chris Wood.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I
what
thought it was
that's
that
what I was
way.
a bit worried about.
It's points. And you'll find in this quiz, scoring points is
It's
pretty
points.
valuable.
My heart's pounding here. I'm so nervous.
Third on the
Cunha
list
must be
is
here.
Mateus Cunha.
Yeah.
Now, on this, if they were tied, then the player who did it in less minutes would score you better points, essentially, because it was a better performance. Fourth on the list is Isak, who obviously was named. Fifth, we had Cole Palmer. We have 5 answers left and 3 people whose answers haven't shown yet. Ollie Watkins in 6th. Vissa
Oh my god.
seventh with
It's also
32.
going to be Umbumo as well. Oh no.
And Bumo's there. Now, look, what this means is At least one person here will be getting negative points with 2
I
answers
feel
remaining.
like Bowen might be in there. Though.
Bruno Fernandes
Huge.
on
Let's go.
9-pointer. And 10th on the list. Well done if you said it.
Oh
Was
my
Mateta.
God. Mateta.
You'd thought Saka or some people like that would be up higher than in the bonus points. I'm
Saka's
shocked.
Saka had
3
half the
months.
season off.
I think he just missed too many games.
Yeah, true.
So Haaland was the first tension answer, so well done for avoiding that one. João Pedro the next. And Jimenez the third. So
Jimenez,
look,
huh?
the good news, Andrew and Gary, is you didn't get -4, you just got -3 on this first question.
Yeah, but I'm already 12 points behind Fran. That's a massive gap to overcome.
A pretty big swing on question 1, but again, remember there are 2
Deary
double
me.
pointers in this quiz. And you are up next, Andrew, to pick the question, so maybe you'll pick a double pointer to get yourself back in it.
Well, I'm going to mix things up a bit here and throw a curveball in there, and I am going to go for number 2.
A curveball, cool. We're going in order of the slide. Last season's biggest XG underperformers. That is removing the goals they scored from their expected goals. And we are looking for, well, the top 10, obviously.
I am going to go for what I think is probably a safe bet. Although I did think Bowen was a safe bet, and now I'm -3 already. I am going to go for Nicholas Jackson.
No thinking required, and putting a bit of pressure over on to Gary for this question.
Yeah, well, it's got to be the other obvious answer. Nunes, Darwin Nunes.
Okay, up next it is yourself, Fran.
I'm gonna go Semenyo. I think he played enough minutes.
Good answer.
Perfect. And then finally over to yourself, Adam. And again, you can take us through the answers here.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, like Semenyo was on my mind. Obviously, a lot of his shots are quite low in value, relatively. I wonder whether it could be someone like Rasmus Højlund, for example, as potential. I mean, Nick Jackson's feels quite good. I don't think Darwin played enough minutes. I just feel like United had enough chances but didn't score many. Did he play enough games? There wasn't really anybody else that played up top for United. I'm going to say Rasmus Højlund.
Well, the biggest underperformer was actually Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Second on the list is Eddie Nketiah.
I don't find that surprising because I had Nketiah for a few weeks in around game week 3, game week 4, game week 4 wild card. I think I brought him in. He was terrible. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Next on the list was Cameron Archer at Southampton.
These names are a bit of a curveball for
Random.
me. Like,
Yeah.
that nervous feeling has not gone away.
Well, we'll see as the list goes through because Savinho was next up with being 4.3 shy of his expected goals. It was Enish Mailasar who, good player. Then we've got obviously player that we will all fondly remember in there as a excellent person and thoughts with him and his family in Diogo Jota. Next up on the list is a fantastic young English talent who I look forward to seeing correct that expected goal difference in Noni Madueke. 8th on the list was Marcus Tavernier.
How are you going to get any of these names? Like,
I believe in you, Rasmus. Come on.
9th on the list is a Bournemouth player. Another one. But it's Dango Ouattara. And then 10th on our list for maximum points is Traore. Adama Traore at Fulham. So that means there were no points scored on this round. And it is now a question of how...
That is
done,
a
chaps.
really hard question. That is
Well
really
done,
hard
chaps.
question.
oh no!
Negative one.
So close to glory.
Point 0.2
away
away.
from glory there, Andrew. 11th on the list is Kudus. And then the final tension answer on this list was Garnacho.
Thank God for that.
That was close.
So the good news for Gary, Fran and Adam is that is only a -3 on that question.
At least
So, yeah,
I got someone on the list.
Gary, it's over to yourself for question 3. And after question 3, we'll have a bit of an update of the score. Again, like questions 1 and 2 are gone, so you can pick anything between 3 and 6.
I like the thought Gary's putting into picking this number.
Oh, I've got to pick a number. I'm waiting for the screen to come up. What have I got? 1 to 6, is it? 4.
3 to 6. Yeah.
3 to 6.
That works.
4.
That works.
4.
Question 4. The highest scoring Premier League team based on what their full name would be worth in Scrabble scoring. FCs do not count, AFCs do not count, but Uniteds, etc. do. In the event of a tie on this one, if two teams are worth the same in Scrabble, then the team that has got that score with fewer letters would be lower on the list, i.e. worth more points to you.
Right, let's go Wolverhampton Wanderers then.
Good thinking on that, going for some higher scoring letters. Fran, over to yourself.
I'll just go with Nottingham Forest.
I'm going to say Manchester City.
I've not been very lucky so far, and what I'm thinking is Newcastle have got a W, they've got a C, and they've got a U, and all they use only 2 points. So I'm just going to go for Newcastle United and hope it settles around 10th.
Okay, well, look, let's go through these answers. Up first is Wolverhampton Wanderers.
I scored a point!
Points in Scrabble. Better to get a point here, and that is your first point so far, Gary.
It is, mate. I'm chuffed. I'm going home now.
Second on the list for 2 points is Brighton and Hove Albion, worth 36 in Scrabble. Our third answer is Tottenham Hotspurs, 27.
Yeah, Tottenham Hotspurs doesn't have an S on the end, but we'll just throw that in there. There's no S on the end of that.
I'll give you an opportunity, Adam. Do you want it to have an S on there or not for the purpose of your answer?
No, I don't want it to have an S on there.
I might have to do some recalculations then, because Manchester City's would then be worth the same amount of points. But in less letters, so it would still be worth 4. It would still be 4th on the list, so 4 points.
God, I felt that was more middly than 4th.
5th on the list.
United, didn't it?
You wanted to say Nottingham Forest.
You've all got points. Here we go. I'll be in the tension answers again.
You'll have points here, Andrew. Don't worry, you're pretty close. I think 6th or 7th.
6th on the list, you wanted to say Manchester United. 7th on the list, you wanted to say West Ham United.
If Newcastle are 8th, I'm up to 0 points.
8th on the list, you needed to say Crystal Palace. 9th on the list is Newcastle United. Well done, Gary. Great score on that one. And then for the maximum points, you would have wanted to say Bournemouth.
That was my first answer, damn it.
We had Brentford, Liverpool, and Fulham as our tension answers. Each of them would have been worth -5. And then we've got a bunch of teams that are really, really low scoring after that. That was a good round overall. Everyone scoring, which we needed that, I think. I think we needed that.
I did.
With that said, we will do a quick check of the scores. After 3 questions, in 4th place, we have Gary with -5. Which means really appreciate you joining, Gary, but if you hadn't, you'd probably be doing better. Well, you would be. Either way, we definitely, as we've seen, you can definitely come back from that, and we have the double point one still to go. In 3rd place, we have Andrew into the positives at 1 point.
Number 1.
2nd place with 3 points is Adam.
Oh, it's still quite
But storming ahead at the halfway mark is Fran with 11 points. But that's halfway through, and we still have 2 double pointers to go. So everything could change, because those tension answers will be worth -10, and those 10th place will be worth 20. Fran, we're over to you for this 4th question, and you have questions 3, 5, and 6 remaining.
All right, let's go with 3.
And question 3 is a double pointer.
Oh, this is the moment.
We want the top scoring midfielders from last season. And Fran, who is leading at the moment with 8 points, the question will be, does he play it safe? Or does he look to go a little bit more rogue?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'll probably go with either of the 2 picks that I went with, which would be Bruno or Semenyo, because they should be around there. I'll probably go with Semenyo, since he's actually overperformed, probably, on goal scoring, so why not?
Awesome. We are then going over to yourself, Adam.
I wonder whether Harvey Barnes was around that 10th mark. It might be just below it. Okay, I'll go with Harvey Barnes anyway. I've said it now.
Andrew, we're over to yourself. You look like you're ready to give us an answer.
I'm just trying to
Building yourself up.
myself. I am going to go for, I believe he was 6th entering the last day, and then he did nothing on the last day. So I'm going to say Luis Diaz.
Gary, you're the last one to give us an answer on this one, so feel free to talk us through.
I'm thinking of one of the Bournemouth midfielders, because they were sort of up the top but not quite there. Let's go for Kluivert.
Let's take a look, and remember this is worth double points. So even though it will say 1, we'll be doubling it afterwards for the first answer. First on the list was Mohamed Salah with 344 points. So that would be worth 2 points if you'd said that. Second on the list is Brian and Boomo with 236. Third on the list, and this surprised me a bit, but was actually Cole Palmer. Fourth on the list, and he wasn't said, and I was expecting him to be said, was Jared Bowen with 193. We then dropped 10 points to our answer in fifth. And Andrew, you're going to like this one. It was Luis Diaz.
I don't like it. I wanted him a little bit lower, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's a 10-pointer for you there, though, for being fifth in the list.
But if Fran gets one of the next 5, it's game over.
Sixth on the list with 174 points was Bruno Fernandes. Seventh on the list with 165 points was Antoine Semenyo. So that's worth 14 points for Fran. Eighth on the list, and again, one that I'm surprised not many people said. I think we all had him at some stage or a lot of last season. Was
This
Rodgers.
is Jacob Murphy. Oh, it's Rodgers. If the last one's Jacob Murphy, I'm going to be fuming because that's who I should have gone for.
Well, look, the good news, Adam, is he's not 10th on the list because 9th on the list is Jacob Murphy with 159 points. And 10th on the list with 158, and well done if you said it, because Gary did, was Clivert.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
20 points are there. And then to go through our 3
Come
tension
back
answers
again.
to that question,
puts you into second, Gary.
we had Alex Iwobi with 156, Morgan Gibbs-White with 154, and Alanga with 153. The good news is I don't even have Barnes on my list or near it. On that
That's
one,
not good news. That's not good news.
20 pointer for Gary. Who would have thought it?
I'm coming for you, Fran. I'm coming for you.
You're pretty close.
For some reason, I forgot how good the midfielders were because there's loads up there, and I just couldn't picture them in my mind.
What I do need to do is figure out which one of you is going to get to go first on the next question. To be honest, I'm just spinning a wheel to decide who gets to pick this question, and it has landed on Fran. So Fran, we're left with question 5 or 6, and that means Fran has to go first on this question.
Let's go 6.
Not a double pointer.
Ah.
Most clean sheets in Premier League history. The goalkeeper with the highest clean sheet percentage of their appearances is worth higher.
Mark Schwarzer.
Can I hold my hand up? You'll have to edit this out. I cheated on the last question. I apologise. I was feeling so bad. I got the FPL
Don't
points,
edit
so I
it
hadn't
out.
clicked for the other ones.
Don't edit it out. Keep it in.
Yeah, why are we editing that?
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
I'm going to mention that in every answer I give.
If you're being honest, we're going to clip that.
I would say we'll kick you out the game, but you being in it makes me look better, so we'll keep you in.
I'll go Allison.
Well, I'm torn between 2 people, and my head's a bit mashed because Gary cheated on the last question, so I don't know what to make of the game anymore. I am torn between Shea Given and Edwin van der Sar, and I know Gary's just going to take the other one now, but the last round I didn't go for Jacob Murphy, and I regret it because Newcastle would have got me 9 points or 18 points. So this time I'm going to back Shea Given. I feel like I've set myself up for egg on my face, but I'm going with Shea Given.
Finally, Gary.
This one is out there, but I have actually read this list not too long ago. David James.
30 seconds, right?
2 minutes ago.
As he coming 10th.
David James.
David James. Up first on the list is the record holder, Petr Cech. 202 clean sheets for him. Next on the list is David James.
He's on the list.
He's on the list and he's worth...
Nobody was in any doubt he'd be on the list, Gary.
This is what happened when I don't cheat.
Third on the list is Schwarzer for Fran. So a nice, safe answer there. Fourth on the list is David De Gea.
I need a considerable drop off for Allison. He's been in the league for like 7 years, so 100 would be like 15 cleans a season. Like that's not possible. I don't
David
think.
Seaman.
He probably missed too many games from injury as well.
Nigel Martin, Arsenal Leeds goalkeeper, among others.
And Palace, yeah.
Did he play for Arsenal? I didn't know.
We do have a Liverpool goalkeeper on the list here, but it's Pepe Reina. Eighth on the list is Van der Sar.
Where's Shea Given? Where's
Peter Schmeichel?
Ninth on the list.
If Tim Howard beats Shea Given, I'm good. I can't watch.
Did Shea Given not play a lot of games
on
in
the
like,
list
in
for
like the
maximum
championship?
points is Brad
Brad
Friedel.
Friedel.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
our
I should have done
tension
better.
answers for this question are Peter Schmeichel, Joe Hart, and Hugo Lloris. Shay Given had 116 clean sheets, and Allison has 98 in 229 appearances. Okay, well, look, we're heading into question 5, which is a guaranteed double pointer. But I guess first questions and first things we need to assess before we go into the double pointer is what do we do about Gary's answer for the midfield question?
I think we take him out the back and flog him. I think we just give him -5 as if it was a tension answer, and that's me being kind.
It should be a -3 there as if it's a wrong answer. That's fair, actually. So what that does is that drops you back down to 4th, which probably about right, on -6. I believe it puts Adam on -3.
Something like that, yeah.
We have Andrew on 8, and we have Fran on 28.
Once again, Nicholas Jackson has ruined my season. I got Nicholas
it was because he
Jackson
actually
in.
did too good.
Yeah, well, Nicholas Jackson. Everyone else got Cunha. I got Nicholas Jackson, and then he was benched for Southampton, benched for Leicester, and now he's come 11th in this, the most important quiz of my life. 13-point swing, and then I went for Shay Given over Van der Sar, another 11-point swing. That's a 24-point swing. I could have been on 32 points here. I would have been making a legendary name for myself, taking down FPL Fran in a quiz. But no, all it's going to be remembered for is Gary's cheating.
I've spun the wheel to see who goes first on this question, and it will be Adam to go first on it. I'll say it again, it's worth double points, and I think we could have some significant swings on this question.
Ooh.
Because this question is the top goal-scoring African players.
Is this in the Premier League or ever?
In the Premier League. In the Premier League. So top goal-scoring African players in the Premier League.
In the Premier League, across the history of the Premier League.
Across the history of the Premier League.
I'm going to go with Johan Wisser.
Johan Wisser. Okay.
I think he scored enough to get into that conversation. I think.
Perfect. Well, Andrew, obviously we know you've got to go for a high-scoring answer on this one, and you're up second. So, keen to see who you're going for.
Well, Adam's thrown me a bit here because I had a couple of curveball names, but now I feel like they're going to have well outscored Johan Wisser. But I am going to go for Yakubu.
Ooh, good shout.
Perfect. And then up next, we have Gary.
Tony Abar. Guy used to play for Leeds, scored the volleys. He had 2 seasons, so I reckon he's got to be about 20, 30, 40 to 50 goals. It's got to put him somewhere.
2 seasons, 40 to 50 goals.
Well,
Cool. And Fran, now that Tony Yeboah is gone, we're going to have to ask you for another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen him play. I'm sorry. I was actually thinking maybe Jordan Ayew, Zaha, but I kind of just want to go safe. Yaya Toure.
Yaya's miles up there.
That's a good answer.
That's 10 men behind the ball in the last 5 minutes. Answer that.
Definitely. Yaya, I think would be number 3. I think
could have
will
gone
probably be
for
number
Khan.
3.
I think he has great goals, but I don't know. Some of these other players are forward, so
Could have gone for Kanu.
We're all going to be surprised by number 1 on the list. It's Mohamed Salah with 186 goals. Second, former teammate.
God. I actually thought it was
Sadio
Drogba.
Mane. Significant drop off there, though. 74 goals less. So I think Salah will probably keep that record for quite some time. Third on the list is Drogba. Fourth on the list, Emmanuel Adebayor.
Adebayor. I completely forgot about him.
City, Spurs, Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth on the list is Yakubu, worth 10 points for Andrew.
No,
Nice.
it's not good enough. It's not good enough.
I mean, 95 is a lot, actually, even for Yaya. That does feel...
I reckon he'll be on
Sixth
about
on the list
56, I think.
Oh,
is Mahrez.
that's a huge drop off there. So that could
Come on.
save me.
Down to 60 next, please.
Please, yeah.
We'll go down to 60 and everyone's favourite number. We have Aubameyang. Next on the list,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, you can see the nerves on Fran now.
68.
Come on. Come on.
Fran's knuckles are getting deeper into his mouth right now. Ninth on the list is Yaya Toure.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
devastating.
Oh,
We were close. We then do have a drop off here. And Andrew, you could have gone with Glory because it was Kanu.
ooh.
It wouldn't have been enough.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't have been enough. Nicholas Jackson ruined it for me, like he ruined it for so many people last season.
And look, we'll go through the tension answers. An old school player here that it was as I was typing his name that the memory started coming back. Efanakoku.
Oh, ex-Wimbledon.
Ex-Wimbledon with 52. Adam, you're looking a little bit nervous here, and you should.
Yeah,
because,
he's close.
You had to go for it. You had to go for it. I think it was a good answer.
Don't beat Tony Yeboah. Don't beat Tony Yeboah.
Yeboah feels like Yeboah. I'm sure Yeboah scored about 12 goals.
12 you're safe because it was Demba Ba as our final tension answer.
Yeah.
I actually considered Demba Ba, but I'm glad I didn't go for it.
Going into that question, it was all up to play for. We have 2 players in the negatives. We have Adam going for it and shooting his shot with Visser, and unfortunately just missing out. So finishing on -8. We have
That's double
Gary
points, wasn't it?
With
So I get -13.
You're right, yeah. Which then means Gary with an asterisk next to his name with -9. There will be an investigation after the stream into the behaviour, and we will be looking at previous questions. There were suspicions behind earlier when he was late setting up a green screen and all kinds of backgrounds as to what may be going on. We then move into second place, and a valiant effort there from Andrew with 18 points, and very close to greatness with a couple of answers in there.
But am I right in thinking like the series is done in the style of the Champions League, and the top 2 go through to the next round? Everyone wants to know the champion of champions.
Well, they do, but the champion of today's episode with 46 points and a worthy winner is FPL Fran. So, Fran, congratulations.
Thank you.
Really
all.
good answers in there.
I probably could have done well
votes
just
for us?
answering Bruno every time. But
I don't know how well he did in the African scorers. Like, to be fair, you'd probably be so far ahead by then it wouldn't matter. Do you know? It's actually quite nice hearing that, because even if Jackson had got me the 10 points and I'd gone with Van der Sar, I would have still been beaten by Fran. So it actually gives me a little bit of consolation. But when it reaches the knockout rounds and the top 2 advance, I'll be back for you, Fran.
all right,
We will
I'll see you
meet
there.
again in the tension arena.
Well, look, thank you all for joining for this episode, and congratulations again to Fran for winning this episode with 46 points. We will see
Thank
you
you
all
all.
again soon for another episode. Thanks a lot. Bye.
See you soon.
Cheers.